the crypto heist nobody saw coming. Let me tell you about two guys who didn't know each other until one accidental moment made them both millionaires. But here's the twist. They had to pull off one of the cleanest crypto heists the FBI still doesn't know how to trace. And the best part? They actually got away with it. Part 1, the tech guy. Jason Miller was a 31-year-old IT consultant in Cleveland. Smart, quiet, and broke. He had been laid off during a downsizing sweep and was scraping by doing freelance coding jobs on shady forums. You know, the ones that pay in crypto and disappear after 72 hours. But Jason had a gift. He knew how to reverse engineer smart contracts, which meant he could sniff out vulnerabilities in wallets, in exchanges, even in cold storage protocols. But he never used it. He wasn't a criminal. Until one day, he stumbled onto something buried deep in a GitHub repo connected to an outdated exchange. An old dev accidentally exposed a private key, not to just any wallet, but to a dormant address holding $11.3 million worth of Ethereum. Jason stared at the screen for 10 minutes straight. No password, no 2FA, just open. It was like walking past an armored truck with the back door wide open. He knew one thing. If he touched it now, it'd raise red flags. He needed someone with experience, someone who could make money disappear without it being traced. Part 2, the street guy, Chase. Now let me introduce you to Chase Duncan. 28, hustler, ex-con, lives in Miami. Chase wasn't your average street guy. He was smart, like chess in his head kind of smart. He had done 18 months in Lompoc for a white-collar scheme that got too noisy. Fake wire transfers, shell companies, offshore obfuscation. Chase knew how to clean money like it was his birthright. But here's the thing. Chase had a rule. Never go back in unless the payout changes your life. So when he got an anonymous message from a user named Hex Ghost on an invite-only forum, he ignored it until the second message came. Just 4 words, $11 mem. You in? Attached was a hash trail proving access to the wallet. Chase called the number. Jason picked up. Part 3, the plan. Jason flew to Miami, used cash, burner phone. Fake name, Kyle. They met in the back of a vape shop in Little Haiti. Jason explained everything, how the private key was valid, how no activity had been registered on the wallet in over 4 years. Chase listened, nodding, then said just one thing. If we do this, it disappears into 6 layers of noise before it ever touches a human name. They got to work. Chase set up 6 offshore entities. Each entity had a different jurisdiction. Panama, Cyprus, Seychelles, Singapore, each with its own KYC'd wallet and liquidity tunnel. Jason handled the smart contract flow, slicing the total into 148 microtransactions that looked like staking dividends. All automated, all randomized. They ran the full process over 72 hours. Silent, untraceable, unreal. Part 4, the paranoia. Day 4. Jason hadn't slept. His hands were shaking. He kept checking his cold wallet. Chase? He was calm. Too calm. Jason asked, "Aren't you even nervous?" Chase said, "We didn't steal it. We claimed what someone else abandoned." But that's when things got weird. Jason's old laptop was remotely wiped. Chase's burner line got pinged by a Miami-based tower twice. And on day 6, Chase's Airbnb got broken into. Nothing taken, just the router reset. Someone knew, but they didn't know who. Part 5, the escape. They pulled the plug, liquidated 40% through Monero tunnels. Another 30% went into collectibles and NFTs with layered shell company buyers. The rest, offshore vault wallets with deadman timers. Jason moved to Oregon under a new name, owns a drone photography company now, never touches crypto, never opens emails from unknown senders. Chase? Nobody knows. Rumor has it he runs a scuba shop in Belize. Only accepts Bitcoin, but never sends it. Here's what's crazy. That $11 million wallet? Still flagged dormant on Etherscan. Never reported stolen. No one came looking. No one noticed. And 2 strangers, one broke coder, one ex-con with nothing to lose, found each other at the perfect moment, pulled off the perfect crime, and vanished. So next time someone tells you crypto is safe, just remember, the blockchain never lies, but it sure as hell doesn't tell the whole story.